Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome to the channel, welcome to a new video in Maya, and welcome to a new video about Mesh. You guys asked me to do more Mesh videos, so this is one of them. This is not going to be a lengthy video, it's kind of more like a quick tip thing, but nevertheless, hopefully it's useful, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab an object, let's say a cube, and we're going to create a mesh network. So we're going to go up to Mesh, we're going to click on Create Mesh Network. As we do that, we get our default distribution in a linear fashion with the 10 instances, right? Our original is here, it's hidden. These are 10 instances that have been created. Now what we're focusing on is the distribution model. Like I said, this is linear, right? So we're going to click on Mesh, we're going to hit Control A to open up the Attribute Editor, and we're going to focus on the Mesh 1 distribution tab, and we're going to look at the distribution type. So instead of linear, you can go to radial. And if you do that, you'll get something looking like this. Here you can go in and you can change that radius, so you can make it bigger or smaller. You can change the angle, make it half or full. Of course, you can increase the number of points to make it more dense. And you can change the Z offset, and then you'll get something like that, right? And don't dismiss this immediately as something that isn't useful. There will be situations where you're going to want something like this. I don't know, let's say you're working on some kind of dystopian sci-fi scene and you need some building elements, right, to look unique. I don't know, something like that. All right, so we're going to set that back to 0. And we're going to look at the next one. Now, spherical is a cool one. I'm not going to do all of them because some of them are not really in line with patterns. So I'll cover them in different videos. But I'm going to cover the spherical one and the volume one, right? So the spherical one, right now, it doesn't really look like a sphere. But if you increase the number of points, it starts to look like a sphere. And if you go really high up, let's say to 1,000, suddenly you have something that looks like a sphere. And again, this can be a very unique object in your design. Now, you can change the angle here. As you do that, you will kind of open this up like so. You can open it up in this direction, and you can change that angle here. You can do all of that. Of course, you can change the radius, make it bigger or smaller if you want the spacing different, like this. And then you have animation speed and animation time. Now, as far as these animation settings, I haven't found a use for them just yet. Maybe I'm just missing something. If you know of any use for it, I would love to hear it, right? Okay, so that's spherical. And then let's see, the other ones I'm going to cover in, well, we can do grid. I would say cover it in another video. Here's a grid setup. As you can see, now you can't really set up the points just here, but what you can do is increase the grid number. So right now it's 3. So if I set this to 30, and this to 30, and this to 30, and then I increase the distance, let's say 100 by 100 by 100, you get something looking like this, which is very cool. Let me turn off the grid here. Very cool effect. And this is very useful, I think, and it's fun, right? Now, the funny thing is, my system isn't slowing down one bit. Why not? Because these are all instances, right? They're not polygonal objects. It's not adding to the face count. it is, well, it's a polygonal object, but it's not adding to the face count, right? So the original cube is still hidden here. These are all instances. So you can do all that. And then, yeah, you can individually change the distance. If you want it to be condensed in this way or in the other two, you can change all that, okay? Now let's set this back to 1. Right? And then we're going to open up the attribute editor again, and I'm going to show you the volume one, that one, right? So what you get is something looking like this, and especially in a sci-fi environment, this looks very cool. And if you had to model this manually, it would be a headache, right? But here it is a matter of a second, and you can do that. Now you can change the volume size if you want this to kind of be opened up. We have 1,000 points right now, but you'll get something like this. And if you combine these elements with each other, you will have some very unique looking things to add to your scene. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys in this video. So what we're looking at is distribution type, right? So hit Control A, open that up, go to your mesh, distribute, and then here, distribution type. There you go. Okay, if you want more mesh videos, let me know in the comments, and I'll just keep on going, right? So that said, thank you so much for your time. Consider subscribing if you haven't done that just yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.